And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. And we have Enamel playing as the Link sprite. Meanwhile, TGE is playing as the Wizrobe sprite. So all Wizrobes that are going to be, whether they're going to be in the overworld or in the dungeons, they're going to be Links. And instead of rescuing Princess Zelda, TGE is going to be rescuing Ganon and having to defeat Princess Zelda. We have comparable prices for the blue ring and bombs. A modest discount of 2 rupees, 248 price for the blue ring. Just a 5% markup on the bombs. They are 21 rupees a 4-pack. TGE will get into vanilla level 3 first and find level 8. Could be an important find early on here for TGE because there are 3 items here in level 8. 2 are going to be behind staircases. 1 is going to be on the floor. We do have dark nuts in the overworld, so we will not find these dark nuts in the dungeons. Enamel here in the same level 8. TGE out of level 8. Looks like he may be resource blocked by some shape or form. Yes, indeed, he is blocked. So they're going to have to come back later when they pick up some bombs. TG gets the clock drop, so he knows he's on 3 on the global. The bombs in the bomb dropping group can be on the 1, the 6, and the 8 on the globals. Now, Enamel's on the 3 on his globals, so he's going to not get a bomb off of this blue moblin. That's going to be number 5. But if he finds another bomb dropping group, he'll have a shot at bombs. And here's a blue Octorok. He may get lucky here. Oh, but he doesn't. Too bad there for Enamel. He'll go to the fairy fountain to fill up his health. Looks like TGE is going to set himself up to do a screen scroll, wrap around, get into the graveyard, and he finds a clock drop. That's going to make doing this much easier. He's just going to clear these red levers. I was hoping for a little bit of extra cash, but no dice. Enamel's going to check this shop here and find Blue Candle a modest discount, 2 rupees off at 58. This Armos screen potentially could have our Armos item. He's going to check, and we have a staircase that is going to be normally where the blue ring shop is, and a comparable cheap bait price at 61 rupees. TG is going to head for vanilla level 6's location. We'll see where Enamel's going to head in a little bit. TG gets in there, and we find level 6 in level 6's location. Well, chat, you know what to do about that one. Looks like Enamel might be making that same play. It looks like he may be setting himself up to do that screen scroll. Yes, he does, but these levers might be having something to say. We'll see if he... Well, nice screen scrolling there. Even with the levers in there, he made that look pretty easy. Well done for Enamel. Yeah, and it also has level 6's color as well. I just noticed that. How peculiar is that? We have some... I think these are some beefy Wallmasters. They're not going down in 2 hits. Plus or minus 2 HP. I believe they're going down. Whoa! TGE almost got grabbed by the Wallmaster there. That would have sent him back to start. Unfortunately, he gets no reward for clearing those Wallmasters. The Stelphos rolled down, and there's 15 rupees on the ground for TGE, but that's no progression. He is key blocked out of going any further, and he's going to have to back out of level 6, too. Enamel trying to get a bomb from this blue moblin. No such luck. We haven't seen any bombs yet for either runner. TGE going to be heading for the Armos item, which could prove to be valuable if it indeed hasn't been shuffled. That's a 50-50 chance with these flags. There's a 50% chance that the Armos item is going to be in its vanilla spot. TGE checking right now, and he's going to find a heart container. Well, that's going to get him a little bit closer to his white sword item. That is not progression either, but it does take him up to 4 hearts. TG going to find out what's behind this shop, and that's another blue candle shop. Again, 58 rupees is the price. And TG going to go ahead and save his progress and explore somewhere else. Oh, they rolled maximum, those Wallmasters. That is 4 HP Wallmasters. Those are some beefy Wallmasters. Enamel finds a nickel on the ground. He'll be able to grab that, plus 6 other rupees. He's got 18 rupees now. TG looks like he's going to head for vanilla level 1's location. And he's through, and we find level 1. Well, gee whiz, another dungeon in its vanilla location. Once again, chat, that's your cue. Namel's still trying to find something here in this level 6, but he may be in the same situation that TGE is in. Yes, indeed. He's going to have to back out of level 6. So far, oh no! What a terrible time to find a mugger room when you've already picked up a heart container. Had he not picked up the heart container at the Armo statue, he could have given up his hearts. He would have become zombie Wizrobe, but he wouldn't have lost any of his maximum heart containers. Otherwise, he's going to have to spend a lot of keys, and of course, he doesn't have any keys. Ooh, TG going to set himself up to try to do the Kananaki trick. We'll see how beefed up these pancakes are, these likes. They normally have, I believe, 9 hit points, so they could be anywhere between 7 and 11 hit points with these flags. Enamel is going to find his heart container on the Armo spot as well. That'll also put him up to 4 hearts. But if he heads for level 1, he's going to find himself with the same crisis here. Successful Kananaki there for TGE. Well done. No bonus drop. He was thinking maybe there might have been a floor drop, but no such luck. So far, 5-6 minutes into the seed, we haven't seen a thing. We've seen a heart container, and that's about all. Ooh, Zols go down at a wood sword strike. That's nice. Here's a map for level 1. Not a segmented dungeon. Contestants. Name that ink blot. Ooh, there's the compass for TGE. He now knows exactly where the Triforce is. It's near the top of this map. We're looking for 3 items here in level 1. 2 are going to be on the floor. 1 is going to be behind a staircase. Since this is not a segmented level 1, the staircase TGE finds will guaranteed be the item, but now he's going to have to play a game of two-door Monty. He finds a key in this NSU room. Ooh, and these blues, ooh, blue Tektites rolled up. They're at least 2 HP, so that's not fun. They're 3 HP maximum. Ooh, beefy blue Tektite. That is no fun. Well, he knows he doesn't have to go through the locked door to the left because he's already been in that room. So he may make a play to go to the locked door to the north when we find ourselves a 3-headed Gleeok. Wonder where Enamel's heading for. He might be heading for Death Mountain. Yeah, he's heading for level 9, but the problem is he's got no bombs. That would have been a great play for Enamel. He was up there, so he might as well have made the play, but unfortunately, he's not finding any bomb-dropping enemies, and without a bomb, you can't bomb that bomb hole that gets you into vanilla level 9. That's a tough break. Oh, but we do see blue Octoroks. Can he get lucky? Ooh, the red one's shuffled up, I believe, to 2 HP. Oh, bad luck for Enamel. We still have not found our first bomb. We're now almost 7.5 minutes in to this seed. Still not a single bomb drop for either runner. TG, great strats here. He is staying on the right side of the door because he has beam swords. Oh, but he gets hit by the fireball from one of those floating heads. He's going to have to finish it off manually here. Enamel, with 28 rubies, is going to buy a 4-pack of bombs, and TGE takes a death. He cannot finish off the 3-headed Gleeok. Back to start he goes. And Enamel purchasing bombs, you certainly can't blame him here. He'll go ahead and find a medium secret. How much are we talking about? Ooh, 37 rupees. That is a nice, tidy sum for the medium. It's anywhere between 25 and 40 rupees. So when you see a 37 medium secret, you're pretty happy about that. Whether or not we're going to see a big large, that remains to be seen. TG has had enough of this level 1, so he'll duck out of there. He'll come back later. So with those bombs, Enamel can do a little bit more exploration at this time. TG still has not gotten a bomb drop. Now Enamel's up to 44 rupees. He's got 1 more heart container than TG. I think TG paid that heart container in the mugger room there. He's back to 3 hearts again. We did see bomb prices earlier. They are 1 more than the vanilla amount, and TGE takes another death. Back to start he goes. Now Enamel's here in this level 1. We'll see if he fares any better than TGE did. Unfortunately, he goes to the all-you-can-eat pancake buffet, and every time you get hit by a like, you lose 1 heart. Furthermore, if you have the magical shield, if you don't break out of that like fast enough, you're going to lose that magical shield. Now, magical shields are typically not purchased during Zelda randomizer races, but we've seen some players make that purchase. It can bail them out of trouble, because what the magical shield does, it protects you from Wizrobe beams, Lionel beams, the Beamos turret statues, and the Zora fireballs. Enamel might be setting himself up to try to do the Canana key. Now, he does have one key to his credit, so he wouldn't be able to do it in this case. You have to have 0 keys, I believe. But TG is going to head for Vanilla Level 2's location. So far, we've seen 2 dungeons in its vanilla spot. Do we see 3? No. But it is Level 3. And we'll see if TGE fares any better here in this Level 3. And Enamel's going to pick up that map. We saw it earlier on TGE side. Oh, man. We find a heart container as our floor item in Level 3, but unfortunately, he can't get it because it is ladder blocked. And there's our Wizrobes. And as you can see, all the Wizrobes are links because TGE is a Wizrobe. Again, whenever you play as one of Ganon's minions, whatever of Ganon's minions you play, those enemies will get replaced by links. Unfortunately, we are having a little bit of issues with TGE stream at this time. Hopefully, they will get resolved by itself. And now Enamel sees that mugger room. He doesn't have the 3 keys, so either you're gonna have to fork over that heart container, or you're gonna have to up an A. He's gonna up an A. Gels did not roll up, thankfully. There's a key for TGE, and Enamel's going to back out of this Level 1. He'll come back later. So again, we're now 11 minutes into the seed. We have still not found a thing. You entered the wrong seed, buddy. Well, I'll say we have found absolutely nothing so far in 11 plus minutes, but maybe we find an item here, but uh-oh. Lionels and Wizrobes and Bubbles in the same room. Oh, that is disgusting. And we do have an ink plot here in Level 3 contestants. Name that ink plot. This is a beefy Level 3. We are talking 20 rooms. That is quite a large Level 3. Amel going into Monocle Rocket to this Take Any Cave. He's going to go ahead and pick... What is he going to pick? He's thinking about it. He'll go ahead and pick up the heart container. He now has a 2 in 3 chance of picking up the white sword item if he decides to make that play. TGE, I think he's trying to lock... Yes, he's locking the room in place, so that if he does take a death, he doesn't lose his progress, and he just took a death right there, so back to start he goes. Enamel going to find a medium secret for 37 rupees. That'll take him up to 89 rupees. He has 1 bomb remaining. It looks like he might be heading for the large secret to see how much that's going to be. Now, the last race I did, it was a meager 56 rupees. I think we can do better than that in this scene, can't we? First, he's going to go ahead and pick up this letter. By picking up the letter, when he shows it to the potion shop vendor, he can buy some potions. But buying the blue potion will refill your health once. Buying the red potion will refill your health twice. And it can come in handy, especially in Level 9. It looks like Enamel is exactly going to make that play. He's going to head for the northeastern corner of Hyrule. We're going to find out how much that large secret is worth. TGE is ladder block. 91 rupees. Not the greatest of large secrets, but I've definitely seen worse. So with the 37 medium secret, it kind of evens out. So not a big money seed, but definitely not a poverty seed. I'd say right now it's about a middle of the road money seed. If we find out what the small secret is, I could probably give you a better analysis. It could be, a slightly above average money seed, but I'd say at this moment, it's a middle of the road money seed. TG trying to tackle these Lionels, and he's got him exactly where he wants him. On the half tile, takes him down, but doesn't get a reward. Enamel's going to head for Vanilla Level 5's location. Nice screen scroll to get there. He's down to 1 heart. He is through safely, and we have Level 2. And Enamel has a whopping 186 rupees to his name. He may be thinking about a blue ring purchase. You never know. Blue ring, I believe, was 248 rupees. TGE taking down these Lionels. Very nicely done. Enamel finds a rupee boss, and we have a map for Level 2. Not segmented, no staircases here. Contestants, name that ink plot. Relatively large Level 2. It's at 17 rooms. Ooh, and we have a 3-4-headed Gleeok. Could that potentially be an item? Oh boy. Hopefully for these runners' sake, it's not. It looks like a vanilla orange gorillas as we find the Triforce here in level 2. Enamel's going to pass it up for the time being. Wants to see what these two items are. We have some Gyptos. Chance for bombs here, which again, they've been at a premium so far. Enamel bought a 4-pack of bombs. I think that's the only bombs we've seen so far. That is crazy. Now TG going to go back to that room he took the death in. And there's just the one Wizrobe left. He takes care of the Zol, exits the room, which again will save his progress. He'll go back in. Hopefully another Zol appears. And it does! Don't know what the dominant enemy is yet. It could be any of them, for all we know. And TG's going to back out. He's going to hope another Zol appears. That would be pretty cool. Let's find out. It's another Zol! So now he's down to the orange Wizrobe, which is manageable to take down, but every time you get hit by their Wizrobe beams, you're going to lose 4 hearts, but TG's going to go for it. Enamel's going to keep on exploring this level too. But these bubbles, they are just engulfing TGE here, and he gets hit by its body. Well, it's better than getting hit by the beams. When you get hit by the orange Wizrobe's body, you lose only 1 heart compared to 4. He did get a bomb drop from both the Wizrobe and that was the 4 drop as well. So now TGE has 8 bombs. Unfortunately, we will not be able to find what the staircase item is. I believe we're blocked. Maybe we're ladder blocked. Maybe we're combat blocked. It's hard to say. We do find one of the items in level 2. It's a heart container. And I want to say... No, he took one from the bonus cave. Never mind. So that is the first item. So we don't know what the second item is in level 2 just yet. Now Enamel decision time. He's ladder blocked. If he wants to progress to the right side, he's going to have to spend the only key he has. We are going to find out what the small secret is, where TG is going to pick it up and find... Hey, don't spend it all in one place, TGE. We have the minimum small secret possible. 1 single rupee. The maximum is 20 rupees for the small. The other ranges, of course, 25 to 40 for the medium secret. 51 to 150 for the large secret. I still say this is a middle-of-the-road secret, but it's definitely not an above average. No way, Jose. And we find Ganon's room here in level 2, but Ganon is nowhere to be found. Instead, we have a trio of Gyptos, and Enamel decided to give them a great big hug, and that's not a good idea. Back to start he goes. Meanwhile, TGE does purchase the blue candle at the coast. Speaking of the coast, let's find out what the ladder item of the coast is. It's a red candle. I don't think we're going to see the runners go back anytime soon, especially since TGE purchased the blue candle. What the blue candle does is you can fire it once. If you want to use it again, you got to go to another screen. With the red candle, you can fire it as many times as you want on the screen, but you got to keep in mind only 2 shots on the screen at a time. You find level 4 in level 8's location. We are still looking for the second item here in level 2. TGE finds a key, now has 3 keys to his credit. Ooh, and this is a nasty room here with gorillas and wall masters and bubbles, and TGE wants no part of that room whatsoever. I certainly can't blame him. When you have bubbles in a room, sometimes they can help you out in Randomizer. They can bail you out of taking major damage, but the recoil of it is you lose access to your sword for 5 seconds. You really need that sword to take down these enemies. And without a ladder, this is a really nasty room. Every time you get hit by a boomerang, you're going to lose 1 heart. It does get through the room. Speaking of boomerangs, we find Lord Banana guarded by a few gels here, and TG is going to gladly pick that up. The wooden boomerang will stun lock your enemies. Because we're dealing with plus or minus 2 enemies, if some of the enemies roll to 0 HP, you can kill them with those boomerangs. There's 2 types of boomerangs. Of course, you have the wooden boomerang and you have the magical boomerang. If this is not segmented, but it is segmented. We have a segmented level 4 here. A segmented level 4. Now, could this be our item here in level 4, or are we talking a triple segmented level 4? It's triple segmented! Oh, we have a triple segmented level 4, folks, at the very least. Oh my! What a nasty level 4 this is. Enamel's going to go ahead and pick up his Triforce. By the way, there was another heart container in level 2, as Enamel's now up to 7 hearts. So no progression items here in level 2, but Enamel does get the first Triforce of the match. TGE is able to capture Sprite to go back up to the maximum 3 hearts. Now TGE might be thinking twice about that staircase. Not going to take it just yet. He thinks it might be one of those one-off staircases. You just never know. I want to see this map to level 4, though. Do have 8 orange gorillas, and he's able to take them down with bombs. These are some nice shots here. And we find our white sword item. It is the wand. That's a nice find there for Enamel. It does the same amount of damage as a white sword. We find our compass here in level 4, and the Triforce is 1 room away. Wand does 2 hit points of damage, and very useful against lots of enemies, and of course the Patra trick where you can use the sword and the wand to do extra damage to. But TG in a very nasty room filled with blue gorillas, in a moat room no less. He's going to try to stun lock him and take him down. This is a great strategy. There goes one. If he gets hit by another boomerang or its body, down will go TGE. He's doing a good job so far putting them in place, but that's not a good location to have the blue gorilla. He's trying to have the blue gorilla come to TGE. So, oh! Potassium to the face, and TGE goes back to start. Ooh, Enamel getting bopped by that blue dartnut, losing 2 hearts down to his last half a heart. Boy, with 224 rupees to his name, he'll go ahead and buy a blue candle. Smart purchase. He's not going to buy anything else here, but he's going to have a tough time escaping here. One more blue. Oh! Gets tackled by that blue dartnut just shy of getting out of that screen. Back to start he goes. Oh, and TGE back in that NSU room again. That was very nasty early on. Holy moly. Somehow is able to get through, but he's trying to clear this room because this is a potential drop. But this is... Oh, he gets the orange gorilla down. Now he's got the blue... Oh, and he takes a hit from the blue gorilla's banana. One more hit and he's gone. He's got the... Oh! Oh! And the Wallmaster and the blue gorilla's boomerang capture him at the same time. And back to start he goes again. Yikes. Meanwhile, Enamel has found level 8. Going back to level 8, rather, now that he's got a few resources. If you can't bomb to the right or to the south, this level 8 is going to be bow blocked or ladder blocked. One or the other. And he can't bomb. Wow. We are either bow blocked or we are ladder blocked. And I think we are ladder blocked, to be honest with you. But that doesn't come as any surprise, because when you're dealing with 8 Triforce seeds like this, chances are you're going to need that ladder at some point. Unlike the last tournament that we had, or 2 tournaments ago rather, the Pentaforce tournament where you only need 5 Triforce pieces to gain access into level 9, the chances of needing a ladder definitely decrease. But when you need all 8 Triforce pieces, there's a really good chance you're going to need that ladder at some point. Let's play match game. Zelda is your blank. Enamel's going to pick up another large secret. That's going to top off his wallet. He now has enough money to buy the blue ring if he wants to make that play. Meanwhile, TG going to go back into the staircases of doom here in level 4. I still want to see this map. Oh, but the blue gorillas say, "Not in my house!" Ho, ho, ho! As he takes another death, and Enamel does make the play for the blue ring. That is going to double his defense. The damage is now going to be down to 1/2 of the base value. I think that's a smart play, considering the combat we've already seen so far in this seed. Which means, of course, one thing, he's going to find the red ring about 5 minutes from now, because the game knows. But we'll see. TG gonna give this another go. We are now almost 24 minutes in, and again, we've not really seen any progression. Enamel is gonna go ahead and pick up another heart container here on the coast. He's now up to 8. He's 2 hearts away from a shot at the magical sword. Enamel gonna take the 3rd and final large secret, and here's Zelda's room, but Zelda is nowhere to be found. She was inducted by the Keys, taken to level 9. Oh, and we may be ladder blocked from potentially that second item or the map, or who knows. TG might now think about this transport staircase. Of course, it could be a one-off. Again, we haven't seen the map yet in this level 4. We know it's at least triple segmented. It can be more. I've seen quadruple segment. In fact, the other night I saw a quadruple segment, and ooh, this is not a one-off either. This is at least 2 rooms. Boy, this is a big level 4. I really want to see this map. And TG gonna clear these keys. Maybe we'll see a map here. Who knows? No, we get a key instead. Now Enamel's in this same level 4, and he may have a better shot at this level 4 with that blue ring. However, keep in mind, he does not have any keys to his name. TG thinking those might just be the only 2 rooms here in this 3rd segment, and is going to go back the way he came. Now, the ladder item on the coast was the red candle. Again, I don't anticipate either of our runners going back for it. And TGE may cash in his chips and grab the Triforce. We'll see. Kind of hesitant to spend that key. You certainly can't blame him. Resources have been very precious so far in this first 26 minutes of the seed. Now Enamel's... And also, Enamel has that one. That's definitely going to help out his combat, because it does 2 hit points of damage. He's going to burn that last key. He sees the wooden boomerang. Let's see if he decides to take it. Looks like he's heading for it now. And he will go ahead and grab it. So both of our players do have Lord Banana. TG going to go ahead and go for the Triforce here. But he's doing a nice trick here. What he did there was he killed one of the Moldorms, exited the room, and came back, and the other Moldorm immediately despawned, leaving the Triforce behind. So for TGE, that's going to be his first Triforce piece. We are tied up in that department. TG gonna head into a bonus cave to take a much needed heart container. Enamel's gonna head for level 3 now. Now it looks like TGE might be heading for the level 5 location also. Oh, and Enamel is rudely greeted by some blue Wizrobes here. Those are the actual Wizrobes, since Enamel is playing as the normal Link sprite. And there's the heart container here in level 3. And Enamel won't be able to grab it because it is ladder blocked in that moat room. TG having some problems doing the screen scroll to get to that vanilla level 5 location. He makes it, though. And he'll use the Armo shortcut. That's where level 2 is. Enamel grab the Triforce out of level 2, but remember that the 2 items in level 2 were both heart containers. Enamel tries to make the escape, but the Wizrobes pick him off and send him back to start. Even with the blue ring, you're still going to lose 1 heart every time you get hit by their beams or their body. TG collecting a few rupees on the side, taking care of those stealthos. He's got 32 now. And Enamel, once again, the Wizrobes mean business here in this level 3. TGE sees the Triforce. We'll ignore it for the time being. He'll be looking for the 2 items. Once again, 2 heart containers are what you're going to find here in level 2. Enamel thought about saving and maybe coming back to level 3 later. He still might leave. He's really weighing his options. I mean, only having 3 hearts and a wood sword and in a very dangerous room, in a diagonal room that's got a lot of blue Wizrobes just aiming to take you down. Enamel is really thinking about his options here, about what he's going to do next. And he should be making a choice really fast. And he's going to go ahead and bail out. He'll save his progress. He'll come back later. TG, again, is going to leave the Triforce behind as he looks for those 2 items. Again, they are heart containers. This has not been a very generous seed for either one of these runners. We're now almost 30 minutes in, and we still have not found any progression items. Enamel might be heading back for level 1. It didn't really do much exploration. I believe we were blocked by something. Probably bombs. There's the first of the 2 heart containers for TGE. We are back now in level 1. We didn't find any items. There's that Gliok. Now remember, TG tried to take down that Gliok and was almost successful until he got picked off at the door. And Enamel's gonna, he's gonna try. He does have the blue ring, so instead of losing a full heart when you get hit, you're gonna lose only a half a heart, but you still gotta be careful because this is not the easiest room in the world to do a Gliok fight, this minus room here. It's down to a heart now, and there's only 1 head detached. I think there's 2 heads. Oh, but runs out of hit points, and Enamel goes back to start. TG putting Lord Banana to good use here, finds the compass, now knows, well, he knew where the Triforce was to begin with. He had cleared that room earlier. That just gives him a little bit of confirmation here. There was that mugger room. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and spend that heart container. That'll at least enable him to explore the southern portion of this map, which could lead to something. Oh, speaking of leading to something, we have found our staircase item here in level 1, and this, could we finally see our first progression item in this seed here? We're about to find out. He's got 1 more keys to clear. Pushes the block. What do we have here? Just a heart container. Oh, the disappointment. Enamel will go ahead and pick it up. So that heart container he ended up losing, he'll gain right back. But that is not what Enamel wanted to see here. We still have 2 floor items left, though. TG found that other heart container, so he is done with this level 2 as he grabs the Triforce. Oh, but unfortunately for Enamel, so that was another reason we were ladder blocked. Yeah, we were ladder blocked from any progression here on that pancake room, so there's nothing really much more that Enamel can do. Now I'm going to use the wand to take down. This is a much better choice. 1 head left to go, and it's just a key, but it could be an important key. TG going to check that white sword item. He's going to find that wand, and he's going to be glad to find that. He's been on wood sword for 32.5 minutes. That's definitely going to help him out. Checking the map here. He has explored everything he could here in this level 1. There's nothing else he can do. He's going to have to come back later when he has the ladder. So the ladder definitely is required. And as I like to say, ladder is king when it comes to Zelda Randomizer. Both runners have just 1 key. Again, resources have been extraordinarily stingy. Now, TG is going to head for Vanilla Level 9's location. Remember, Enamel tried to go there earlier, but couldn't because he didn't have any bombs. TGE has 6 bombs, and this play right here could mean something. We'll find out in short order. Enamel, he'll have to bail out of level 1 and come back later. Let's just hope it's not level 9. It can't be, can it? It's level 5. All right. 2 items here in level 5. 1 behind a staircase and 1 that's going to be on the ground. And level 5 is the first of the dungeons that is going to have a transport staircase guaranteed. Of course, if it's a segmented level 5, there will be more transport staircases. Looks like Enamel is heading for the forgotten spot, doing a screen scroll. I don't believe he had been here. This is where a heart container is, but it didn't quite get the screen scroll correctly, so he's going to have to go around. That was a tough break there for Enamel. As TG finds a key on the ground here. We see some ropes. That's a much easier enemy to deal with than Wizrobes, that's for sure. Enamel up to 8 hearts, and I think Enamel's going to head back into level 6, it looks like. Now that he's got a few resources to his name, maybe he'll have a shot at finding some progression items. Another key there for TGE as he cleared that room full of Zoles. There's another river room. There's the map. Not a segmented level 5. Contestants, name that ink blot. 22 rooms. It's about a middle of the road, maybe a little bit below average size level 5, so not too terribly large. Now we're going to take down these blue gorillas here. Is it a push block? It is. Is it an item? Let's find out. Nope, that's a transport. Again, level 6, going to have at least one transport staircase, or if it's segmented. And TG finds the Triforce in level 5. That'll be his third Triforce of the match. Let's see if he decides to go back into level 5. I gotta imagine he's going to go back in. Yeah, no question about it. With 2 items still at large and no progression items on the board, you gotta make this play. That's a new message. I haven't seen that one. That was one that we had suggested. We're off to see the Wizrobes, the wonderful Wizrobes of Laws, or LOZ. You gotta love it. All right, so TGE finds the transport staircase. So the next staircase that TGE finds will guaranteed have his staircase item. And he's hoping it's going to be something that's required. Well, here's something that's not required if you know how to do a block clip. Clearing a dig dogger room. Unfortunately, if this is a drop room, he won't be able to get it because you need that recorder. I believe that's going to be our bait block. That could be required. TG gets a key. Looking at the map here, it very well could be required. I don't know if we were able to bomb to the north. I don't know, Nochibato. Maybe the Wizrobes are mine. Maybe they're not. I'm not telling. Looks like we may have found a workaround to that bait block. If he's able to bomb to the east, which he is. All right, bait is not required. There is a workaround. Still looking for items here in levels 5 and 6 respectively. We haven't found a thing. TG can bomb to the left. Finds a river room. He'll be able to clear it with his wand, but he won't be able to pick up the cash. And look what we have! We have the magical key. He'll have to spend a key, but it's going to be a key well worth it. That is really going to help out TGE. Any key troubles that he was having earlier on are now a thing of the past. Again, it's not a progression item, but it is going to help him out in his quest tremendously. So give TGE that almighty key. He has all the keys in the world now. Unfortunately, Enamel comes up empty-handed again here in level 6. That's a tough break for him. We are now 38 minutes in, and now we have finally found our staircase item in level 5. What is it? The raft! Finally, a progression item 38 minutes into the seed. That'll gain TGE access to Vanilla level 4's location. That is a big pickup right there. So I'd say right now, TGE definitely in the lead right now in this race, but anything can still happen as those fast-moving red Octoroks roll to max 3 HP. TGE going to spend some money on those bombs. Certainly can't blame them. Resources have been tight, especially bombs. Thankfully, in TGE's case, he won't have to worry about keys anymore, as he is going to check the raft spot. And what do we have? It's level 9, so it's a progression item, but TG is not going to find any progression items right now on level 9 because we can't enter level 9 until we have all 8 Triforce pieces. Man, so you find the raft, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to find a couple of items here. Guess what? It's level 9. You ain't going to find anything right now. So TG is now going to go back into level 8. And there's 3 items in level 8, and we haven't discovered anything. Now, we believe, though, we are ladder blocked. TG's going to try it out, but he's going to see some bad news. were able to bomb to the right, and Enamel didn't check that out. This could be a costly play here for Enamel. We have saw that in last night's race. We saw that in last night's race between Bogey Smalls and the Racer, where not bombing all of the correct spots is going to end up costing you, and this very well could cost Enamel here. Now, I don't think he had enough bombs, so it's not all of his fault there, as we do find our map in level 8. Contestants, name that ink blot. It's that one whaler enemy in Bubble Bobble. That's what that looks like to me. But yeah, just a very unfortunate break for Enamel. He didn't have many bombs there, and he chose the wrong wall. A very explosion for TG. He needed that. He was down to 1.5 hearts. 32 rooms here for this level 8, kind of on the small side. TG able to bomb to the north. Oh, and look at this. We have the bow on the floor for TGE. He just needs the silver arrows enabled in order to defeat Ganon. Wow, what a find there for TG. And that's the hardest of the 3 items to find. Now he's looking for the 2 staircase items. Right now, things really starting to come up TGE here. Unfortunately, that is a red herring. Can't push that block. He'll head to the south. Enamel looks like he is going to continue, go back to start. We'll find out what his next play is going to be. He has no keys or bombs. And again, resources have really been a problem for both of our runners, but they're really starting to be problematic for Enamel. Now remember, TG is already up 1-0 in this match. He wins this game, he's moving on. Is this one of our staircase items? No, that's the transport staircase. And I do like the play of taking that transport staircase, because now TGE knows that the next 2 staircases he finds are going to be both items. Enamel desperately looking for bombs and just not getting any help from the globals here. TG does not find a compass or a Triforce in here. Maybe in this Moldorm room. The wand should be easy to take out. But nothing there. Looks like Enamel might be heading back to Spectacle Rock. And here's the second Mugger room. But lucky for TGE, since he has the any key, that's going to act as a free pass. And by showing that off to the Mugger, TGE loses nothing. Well, so here's the first of the 2 staircase items, but he's going to have to get through this 3-headed Gleeok. He does, and finds a heart container. He's now going to have 7 hearts. Enamel going to go into level 5, and he's going to find that raft and that magical key. Now, TGE is shutter-doored in from going to the south, but does find a bomb hole. Unfortunately, it leads him to a Chevy room. So there's absolutely nothing he can do there. So if he wants to go to the room south, he'll have to take on that 3-headed Gleeok, and TG wants no part of it. He'll see if he can find a workaround. Looks like he may head left. Check out this northwestern region of this level 8. No items here. Having a little trouble getting through that door. Here's another moat room. Potentially could have a drop. He's hoping it's not going to be the compass or the Triforce. Enamel in this minus room here in level 5. Taking down this blue Tech-Tite. Using the wand instead. That's a good choice. TG finds a rupee boss, and behind it is the compass. Oh, that's huge. Now he knows exactly where the Triforce is here in this level 8. So now he's just looking for that second staircase item. We'll see if he's able to access it with his current possessions. Another Gleeok, and this time a 3-headed variety. TG wants no part of it. He was unable to bomb to the right, so now he's going to have to take care of these Pulse voices. Enamel is going to exit level 5 empty-handed, man. This is just tough sledding for Enamel. The reason he's leaving is he has no bombs again. Just getting absolutely no luck. Finally, he gets lucky with a bomb drop from that blue Octorok. Boy, a sight for sore eyes. Enamel will go back into level 5 now. Now, if you run into this kind of luck where you're low on bombs, one thing you might want to try and do is force a 10 count. What we mean by forcing a 10 count is you kill 10 enemies in a row without getting hit. If you bomb the 10th enemy, provided that it's in any drop group, you're going to get a 4-pack of bombs. Now, if you stab the 10th enemy in a row without getting hit, you get a 5 rupee. Lugaria's here. Finds a key that he doesn't need, so he has access to the Triforce. However, he's still trying to find that second item. Now, Enamel has found the transport staircase, so he knows that the next staircase he finds is going to have that item. Again, we know it is the raft. There's also a magical key to be found, but he has no keys. Remember, you need a key to get into that room that has the magical key. Enamel finds the Triforce. He thinks he's ladder blocked from it. We know he's not. He's just going to have to find that workaround. Now, TG going back the way he came, he thinks he may have to go from the bottom up to find the second item. Does get a bomb drop from this Gibdo. And Enamel going to exit out of this level 5 again. Man, just been tough sledding here for Enamel tonight. I mean, it's not been much easier for TGE, but you got to feel for Enamel here. It's one of those seeds where you've really got to earn it. It's a trolley seed, and when you have a trolley seed, some players can handle it and some players just can't. But you never know. There's still quite a bit of race left. Definitely not an insurmountable lead at this point that TGE currently has. Oh, shoot. We have the horizontal shoot room here in level 8. What are you doing here in level 8? You're supposed to be in level 3. And TGE, I believe, should be able to bomb to the left. Yes. And this is our second item here in level 8. Our second staircase item. What's it going to be? Oh boy, it's the ladder. Oh, this is really going to open up the seat here for TGE. Oh, and Enamel was in level 8, but he just didn't have the bomb resources. And now TGE right now in a very powerful position. But he leaves the Triforce behind in level 8 for the time being. He'll have to come back for it. I might have grabbed the Triforce first, then leave, but I'm not the one that's playing this seed. Now Enamel going into level 4. Back into level 4. Remember, this was the at least triple segmented dungeon. We don't know exactly how big it is because we never found the map. TG gonna head for level 1. With the ladder now equipped, he'll be able to find some more items. Because I don't believe we have found the 2 floor items. Remember that the heart container was our staircase item. In fact, it was in this room right here where Enamel found that heart container. So when TG sees it, that'll take him up to 8 heart containers. Yeah, I still want to see what this map looks like here in level 4. We know it's at least triple segmented. But part of it might be ladder block. We saw in that second segment that there was a ladder block on some portion going south. Now TGE here is in this pancake room. He's going to go ahead and clear it. He might get a drop. Still got to be careful. You're going to lose 1 heart every time you go to town on him. You still got to be careful. 1 left to go. No drop. Oh, and TG wants no part of that floor item. That is the magical boomerang Lord Banana's nemesis, the inferior model. TG, no thanks. Difference between the two boomerangs. Oh no, and TG finds himself in a... Whoa! The one saving him right there. Takes them both down with just a half heart left to go. Holy Toledo. What a job there by TGE. I was going to say was, with the boomerangs, the two boomerangs, the wood boomerang has a limited range, but some people prefer it because it's easier to control. The magical boomerang, the range is the entirety of the screen. But some people don't favor it because it's a little bit harder to control. But they both do the same job. Unfortunately, Enamel can't bomb to the left, and that was his last bomb. Where did that other tank go? It just went through the shutter. Now, here it is. What the? That disappearing act by that blue Tektite, that was absolutely amazing. Wow. Oh, man, that is crazy. And Enamel... You could just see the frustration setting in on Enamel right now. He is just dumbfounded by what this seed has thrown at him. And there's the last item in level 1. It turns out it's a heart container, so again, no progression items here. We're now almost 51 minutes into the seed. We're still missing a recorder and a power bracelet. Obviously, the power bracelet not required. We still can't find that recorder to gain access to Vanilla Level 7's location. That is going to be the 4th Triforce piece for TGE. Enamel going back into level 3. We really don't know what's in level 3. We know there's a heart container, but we don't know what the staircase item is. I wonder if that's where TGE is headed next. Might be heading for level 3 as well. Looks like it. Considering how small it is, it seems like a logical play to me, but we'll find out. And unfortunately, those wizards that were really picking on him the first time haven't let up. Back to start he goes again. Yeah, TG definitely making the play, but wait a minute, no. Okay, he is heading for Vanilla level 3. Now, he doesn't have any jewelry. Does have the wand, does have a maximum of 9 heart containers, and Enamel is again going to back out. Man, you could just tell right now he is absolutely dumbfounded about this seed. It's a very tough feeling to have, folks. I mean, I've only played a handful of randomizer seeds myself. I've never had that feeling, but it can't be a very pleasant feeling. It really can't. TG does grab that heart container that he wasn't able to get earlier, so now again he's just looking for the staircase item. I gotta believe this staircase item is going to be a progression. Maybe our recorder's here. And with the wand, these Lionels are going to go down much, much easier. Nothing for Enamel to buy in that shop. TG heading south. We find a bomb. He'll save it for later in case he needs it. He's already got the maximum of 8 bombs. Here's our staircase item. So it looks like we were ladder blocked out of it. Gonna have to be careful of those traps. You lose 1 heart. It's going to be, oh boy, the silver arrows needed to kill Ganon. So at the moment, TGE is now a recorder away from being in Triforce and Go mode. Enamel fills up at the fairy fountain here at the forest. TG is now looking for the Triforce here in level 3. There's the compass. He's gonna have to go back up for the Triforce this time around. But no biggie. TG has got both items out of level 3. Just needs to go up a couple of rooms. Enamel is going to enter the potion shop, and oh my lord, look at the prices here. 52 for the Pepsi, a whopping 83 for the Coke. Very high potion prices. And in Enamel's case, that's nasty. Wow. That's a lot of rupees, folks. Oh, and you have to clear these blue Wizrobes to get the Triforce. Oh, how rude. TG, though, doing a really good job with those bombs, and he clears the room and gets his Triforce out of level 3. Enamel going back to that same level 3 as well. And if he's able to progress as far as he can, which we know easier said than done because he doesn't have the ladder, he's gonna not like the fact that he's gonna have to clear that room. That's a bummer. So TG now has 5 Triforce pieces on the board, 1 through 5. And it looks like TG's next stop is going to be level 4. Remember, there's one item that is still at large. It's the staircase item. But now with the ladder, he could be able to get that last item. We'll see if that's the case. And Enamel's able to escape from that blue Wizrobe room, but again, just no breaks at all for Enamel. And he sets off the bomb only to get sniped by that Wizrobe. And TG has found the staircase item. It's the power bracelet. Oh no, that is not what TGE wanted to see at all. So level 4 is done. Power bracelet in level 4, no help. Again, we do have everything in place on the tracker. I just checked it to verify it. It's just taking a little bit longer to load up the pieces, but they should be up momentarily. Meanwhile, TGE going to go back into level 8 to get his Triforce. That's going to be his 6th Triforce piece. But, again, we're still missing the recorder. Each dungeon has a set number of items. Levels 1 and 8 are going to have 3 items. All the other levels are going to have 2 items. Now, if we were playing with second quest flags, it'd be a little bit different, because there are only 2 items in level 1, but 3 items in level 4. Tough break for TG. Does not get a bomb from those Gibdos. And yeah, TG definitely making the play to get his Triforce, and that'll be number 6. Enamel going to grab another medium secret for 37 rupees, and has 111 rupees now. Aha! So that's the reason why TG couldn't get the Triforce out of level 8. It was ladder blocked. He didn't have the ladder at the time. Oh! And he was bow and arrow blocked too on top of it! Whoa! Boy, TG was mapping this level 8 better than I was. Now he's going to take down this Goma. Oh, and he misses, and he's down to a heart and a half. He's going to have to be careful here. 2 more hits, and he's gone. Oh, but he keeps missing. Boy, this Goma doing its best to troll TG, but does get him on this shot, and that'll be the 6th Triforce piece now for TGE. Boy, look at the price of wooden arrows. That is 1 below the maximum at 99 rupees. Youch. Well, unless I have been doing this wrong in my head, I think we know where the recorder is. It's got to be in level 6. First, TG is going to go ahead and burn the bush here at the Deadwoods, get his 91 rupee large secret. That'll put him up over 150 rupees. 154 to be exact. Enamel's got plenty of rupees as well at 149 rupees, but look at his resource count. No keys, no bombs. Yeah, if you didn't see what the small secret was, it was a pittance. 1 rupee. TG gonna pick up the magical sword at 10 hearts. Can you believe that luck? That was only a 20% chance that TGE could pluck that off. And now he's got the sword that can do 4 hit points of damage. Everything coming up TGE here in this seed. Wow. You don't see 10 heart mags very often, but TG took a shot at it, and he is handsomely rewarded. Wow. And Enamel, you can't blame him for purchasing that key for 119 rupees. Again, resources have just been absolutely dreadful for Enamel this entire seed. But I'll tell you what, please make sure you give both of our runners, TGE and Enamel, a follow. And we're putting up a good show. When we find a bomb upgrade, 98 rupees is the price. Little bit underwhelming. You only get 3 extra bombs, but I guess it's better than 2 extra bombs. For the bomb upgrades, there are 2 of them scattered between levels 1 through 8. Price is anywhere between 75 and 125 rupees, and your reward is an extra 2 to 6 bombs. Right now, TG is looking for this recorder here in level 6. There's the Triforce. TG grabs the fairy. That'll take him back up to full health. Ha! Go figure. Find the compass 1 room after you found the Triforce. It just always works that way. TG grabs the Triforce out of level 6. He now has 7 Triforce pieces, but still need that recorder to gain access into level 7. Wait a minute. Level 7 in Recorder Lake. That's the 3rd one this seed. I'll wait for you guys to queue it up before you queue it up, because we gotta get to level 7 first. We're still looking for that recorder. We have no idea where it is. We believe it's in level 6 if we've done the math correctly. Amel's back into level 4. We know that level 4 is not going to have the progression he needs. Tell you what, folks, I'm calling it right now. I got a feeling we're going to see the offense and defense special in level 9. It's going to be red ring and white sword. That's my guess. We'll see if I'm right. I'm probably not, but I'm going to guess it anyways. TG trying to clear this room that's got a lot of difficult enemies here. Just a blue mob, or a blue gorilla left to go. Oh, there was a wall master. That's all. Well, look at this. He's found the recorder. Ladies and gentlemen, TGE, 63 minutes in, is now in Triforce and Go mode. And this staircase could have our second item as well. Let's see if we have the double play. Oh, you better believe it, and it's the book. TGE, no thanks. What the book does is, equipped with the wand, it's going to burst into flames when it makes contact with the walls or the enemies. Sometimes it acts as a long-range candle. We've seen TGE put that book to use. And he gets grabbed by that wall master on purpose, so he goes back to start without having to up an A and lose all that health. So that was a very tactical wall master grab. And we do have Name That Tune up. I do apologize, I was talking over that tune, but if we hear it again, we'll ask the contestants to name that tune. You don't see double items very often in the same room, but we saw it here in this level 6, so I'm going to keep quiet. We're going to listen to the recorder. Name that tune. All right, we're in level 7 in Recorder Lake. Chat, it's your cue. So now TG is just looking for the Triforce, and he'll be eligible to go into level 9. We have some guesses in chat. I certainly didn't think of that one. And we have our map for level 7. Contestants, name that ink blot. It's a turret. There's the other bomb upgrade for TG, but unfortunately he's 39 rupees short. Enamel now knows where the Triforce is here in this level 4. He just needs to clear these Moldorms. Now he's still looking for the second item as TG finds his Triforce quickly in level 7. That's a big level 7, by the way. That is 28 rooms. Now, I don't know if I'm correct about this, but I want to say that's the maximum for shapes. I've never seen a 29 room level 7. Nevertheless, now, I don't know what that recorder theme is. I always say, whenever in doubt, guess a Super Nintendo RPG. We'll find out at the end. Nevertheless, TGE is now ready to go into level 9. I think we do have some winners in chat. Now that I think about it, now that I listen to it again in my head, yeah, that's definitely it. So we do have some winners in chat. People on Twitch or YouTube, did you figure out what that tune was? TG going into Candle Road to pick up this potion. That's a smart move. He's already got the magical sword. So he's going to be ready to go into level 9. All right, so here we go. Level 9, the Great Equalizer. And boy, it's going to really take a Great Equalizer for an enamel to come back here. So this is what TG is going to be looking for. First, he's going to be listening for the roar of Zelda because he's playing as one of Ganon's minions, the Wizzrobe. He'll be listening for the roar of Zelda, and it's all 3 directions that you're going to have to choose from to start level 9. When you hear that roar, Zelda is adjacent to where you currently are 1 room, north, south, east, or west. Second thing that TG is going to be looking for is a room with a single shutter door. If he full clears that room and that door does not open, he has found the location of Ganon. That is who he's going to be trying to rescue here in this race. Enamel finds Zelda's room, but Zelda is nowhere to be found. Level 9 generally has 6 sets of transport staircases and 2 item staircases. That means there's 14 rooms that are going to have staircases. Unless, of course, the off chance that level 9 is segmented. Again, I've only seen it twice. It's very, very rare in shapes. But it does happen once in a blue moon. If that happens, then you have 7 sets of transport staircases. Wow, and TGE immediately finds the location of Ganon because that shutter door did not open and all of the enemies were cleared. So now, it's just looking for Zelda. So a rare loss for the kidnapped here. That's a couple in the last couple of nights that I've done commentary on. So a couple of rare losses now for the kidnapped. And unfortunately, that proved to be a troll staircase for TGE. Let's go back to that room again, because you're going to see it. Right here, folks. You see that shutter door to the north? All the enemies are cleared. That shutter door did not open. And when we find a heart container, that's one of the items here in level 9. TG will go ahead and pick it up. A little bit of insurance. So TG knows exactly where he needs to go once he has defeated Princess Zelda. Looks like Enamel's going to go ahead and clear these Moldorms and capture his second Triforce of the match. Which he does. TG finds this transport staircase. He'll go ahead and take it. He's looking for Zelda. And he might have just found what I like to call a stealth staircase. Will he be able to bomb out? Or is it a one-off? What are you doing, Blue Tech? That holy jumping! Is he able to bomb out? He is. He's able to bomb to the north. So far, I don't hear Zelda just yet. There's a rupee boss. And he's able to push that block, but he's going to ignore it. Raise your dodongos. Oh, I hear her. That princess is either west or north of this room. TG is going to try to bomb to the left. But it doesn't open. You can't access Zelda's room from there. Gonna have to find a workaround. And TG cannot bomb to the north. Now, where could the princess be? Now, TGE, did he go to that? Well, let's see. Can he bomb to the left? Yes, he can. I do not hear Zelda, so yes, can confirm. Zelda is the room north of that old man. That is where Zelda is. TG is going to have to find a workaround. That is exactly not where TG needs to be. But he does pick up the compass, not like he needed it. He knew where Ganon was pretty quickly, but it's peace of mind. TG gonna quickly take down these land molas here with that wand and gets a nickel for his efforts. Well, I turned out to be incorrect about the red ring white sword prediction because we had already found a heart container. So one of those two, at least one of those two, has to be in level 7. And there's another path to get into Ganon's room here. That's not where TG wants to go. He wants to go to Zelda's room. There's a clock that'll freeze the wires in place. And he's able to bomb to the north. Can't bomb to the left. How about to the north? Yes. TG's getting closer. There's a couple of land moles he's going to have to take down if he wants to progress further. He's obviously going to go left. Can't bomb to the left in this rope room, though. Can he bomb south? No. So usually Zelda wins at hide and seek, and in this case, she is winning at hide and seek, but she's playing the role as Ganon. If we were playing with normal sprites, Zelda would have easily been crushed by Ganon in this case. So I guess we have to keep par for the course. Zelda's got to be winning hide and seek. You know it. TG's going to go even further north, and maybe this is what he needed, but look out for those land molas. Remember, he has no jewelry, so he's going to lose 2 hearts. Look out! He made it. And Enamel's going to play money-making game. Interesting, and it's the vanilla amounts, but unfortunately he loses. You don't see this very often in Randomizer. Oh, and he goes bankrupt. So he'll go ahead and retry and get all of his money back. And now TG is out of bombs. TG probably looking at the clock, seeing 73 minutes, thinking, oh, I better hurry up. My opponent might be close to finishing here. As Enamel wins this time, he gets 20 rupees. So he'll go ahead and save his progress. My guess is he wants to save some money to purchase some keys, because he has no keys to his name. And TG will take this transport staircase. And TG did find a bomb drop. Oh, now he's really close. Another 20 rupees for Enamel. Oh, TG has found the path. He's there. Got his potion ready. And ladies and gentlemen, here's Zelda. We need 4 hits to take down the princess. A nice warm Zelda hug's going to cost him 4 hearts because he does not have any jewelry. There's 1 hit down. Oh, double Zelda hug. Has to use his other potion. Oh, Zelda's got a thing for whiz robes. Oh, boy. This is going to get dicey here. Now I'm going to try the corner stretch, 2. There's 3. Who needs one more? Got her! Down goes Zelda. We've got Royal Jelly. TGE will pick up the Triforce of Power, and that is going to be all she wrote. TGE is going to be moving on to the round of 64. Just needs to go through a few more rooms, and TGE will sweep the series 2-0. As he enters the room, the shutter door opens. Get your GGs out for TGE. He is your winner. He will be moving on to the round of 64. Very, very difficult seed, but he finishes with a time. I don't have the SRL up, but his unofficial time is 75 minutes and 22 seconds. Well done for TGE. And with that, Enamel is going to throw in the towel for this seed. It just was tough sledding for Enamel. You hate to see it happen, but it does happen from time to time. So congratulations to TGE. Speaking of TGE, we do have him here in the commentator's booth with us. Congratulations. You're moving on to the round of 64. How you feeling?
First of all, what the heck was that level 8 map? And second of all, wow, that ladder location.
And third of all, we never found the map to level 4. That was a crazy level as well.
Yeah, that was what, triple segmented as far as I know?
At the very least, it was triple segmented. We never found the map on either side.
I'm willing to bet it was in that room to the south of the first segment staircase with the Pole's voice in it.
Yeah, it was probably ladder block, because I saw that there was a ladder block on that one segment, and yeah, the map was probably there. If I had to take a guess, it was probably triple.
Yeah.
But yeah, this seed, like for the first 40, 50 minutes, gave you absolutely no progression. It was nuts.
For the first 30 minutes, I was on 3 hearts.
I know. And then all of a sudden, 10 heart magical sword is like, get out of here.
Yeah, that's the only solace this seed gave was 10 heart magical sword.
Yeah, I mean the money was okay. You know, it didn't blow me away as the commentator, but you know, I've seen worse. But yeah, the progression, none of you were getting progression items at all. It was just you had to fight and scrap your way through all these levels, and nothing was coming. Nothing was coming. Finally, it looked like something was opening up in level 5. You find the raft, and of course, it's level 9. It's nice, but it's not progression that we need to continue.
No, the best part about that whole foray into the north was the fact of, again, I was still on 3 hearts, got the 1 in Monocle Rock. 2 was nice enough to be easy and give me 2 hearts, which gave me enough to, oh, hey, here's the wand. This might actually make things go a little faster.
Yeah, that wand really, really bailed you out of a couple of spots in that seed, and only 6 deaths, considering how difficult and, you know, the comment, and you didn't have any jewelry at all. We never found where the red wing was. It was either in 7 or 9. I'm willing to bet it was a 9, but you did really good considering what this seed threw at you, TGE, because this was not an easy seed. I probably would have forfeited 90 minutes in. That was
no. I'm sitting there. I'm playing through this. I'm like, please, I want to go back and watch this. Please tell me I'm not the only one who thinks this seed is absolute garbage.
Yeah, it was absolute garbage. I'm with you 100%, TGE. No breaks. Enamel did buy the blue ring, but unfortunately, he had a lot of problems with resource management. And that was another thing. Bombs. How long did it take you to get your first 4-pack?
At least 3 dungeons, because I didn't get any. 4 dungeons. Didn't get any in 8. Didn't get any in 6. Didn't get any in 1. Finally got some. I think it was like that last screen in 3, or the room in 3 with, or maybe it was 4. With the triple blue Lionels, where I got the double bomb pack from it, or it might have been in 3. That was the first bombs I got, was the ones that I happened to get randomly, and there was a floor drop.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Oh, man, just getting resources was just next to impossible. In fact, Enamel was so desperate, he had to play money-making game, you know, just to buy keys and bombs, and just a rough go for him. I mean, yeah, I know he's capable of better play. It's just, it was a rough seed.
The race we had last Wednesday was like a 3-minute difference. So yeah, 100%. Although you have to look at me and ask me what the biggest thing in this seed was, it wasn't getting that raft. It wasn't getting that ladder where it was. it was getting that any key out of 5.
Yeah, that really helped you out tremendously because, again, keys were awfully hard to come by. As you can see on Enamel side, he only has 1 key. He had to purchase a couple of keys during the seed. That's how rough it was for him.
Wow, that's just crazy.
Yeah, and then I got to bring it up. The Zelda fight. Giving that Wizrobe a couple of nice warm hugs. Thank God you had that double potion, huh?
Honestly, that was the way she moves. Like, okay, the way I'm moving, if she's going down to that left corner, I know I'm taking at least 1 hit, which is why I kept the blue potion on. It's like I'm pretty comfortable fighting Zelda or Ganon in that room because a lot of times you just sort of like stand on the half tire where you're half on the ladder, half off the ladder, and for the most part you're going to be okay. So I was perfectly content taking a hit there, knowing I had the potion. Wasn't expecting the double hit, but I still had the potion. Like, okay, I'll just use the potion and we'll just be fine. I only got to hit 3 more times. We'll be okay.
Yeah, I must say, once again, considering what this seed threw at you, a 75-minute time, I'd have to say is pretty darn respectable. That might win most races, to be honest.
This seed in general just goes to show is one of those things where this is what I love about this tournament is the fact of you find, like, if you're looking at a tracker, aside from the silver arrows being in level 3, the first 4 dungeons that you find have literally just a bunch of hearts and nothing, which I find it fun, especially in shapes where you have to go through and you have to dig these bigger levels, like a 6, like a 8, and especially with those bigger dungeons, it forces you to not only think on your feet but also work on your bomb management, work on trying to figure, okay, where is this dungeon going to start building, and it also allows you to, if you know, like the sort of the tricks of what's supposed to be happening with the dungeon. For example, in that level 4, when I went back to it, you'll notice I immediately bombed down in that staircase room because in shapes, every dungeon has to have at least 1 room touching the bottom row.
That's right.
So I'm like, wait, there hasn't been any here. This is the closest. Let's bomb and see what I get. I saw a staircase. Of course, my first thought was, okay, this is the 4th segment. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too. But then it kind of counted the number of rooms that level 4 had. And we were already pushing, I think, mid-upper teens. So I'm thinking, now this can't be quadruple segment. If it is quadruple segment, it would have been a one-off.
I still wanted it to be because that's just funny.
Oh, I don't know if you saw the race I did earlier tonight. We had not 1, but 2 Triforce pieces be on one-offs.
That's amazing.
Now, granted, one of the one-offs was connected to the rest of the map, but it was a one-off. You can't bomb into that room. There's no doors.
Nothing wrong with that, but that was, like, not gonna lie, glad this seed is over. Also, not gonna lie, I'm gonna try and find people who haven't played this and give it to them and say good luck.
You'll need it. Well, congratulations, TG. You're moving on to the round of 64. Your next opponent,
Ice Blue.
Ice Blue, yes.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if well, behind the curtain here, I'm not sure exactly who started the joke, but there's a running joke now. Ice Blue and Liquid Husband are both commentary leads on the team to help assign everything. So there's been a running joke about how, because if things don't get staffed, I withhold the food from them. So the running joke has been, this is the chance for Liquid Husband and Ice Blue to get the food supply back if Ice can beat me. So that's sort of like the running joke incentive going on with this match. So the food is on the line here.
Right. Well, if that's the case, I fully expect Liquid Husband to do commentary for your matches.
Oh, he's already sent me a message. He goes, our food's on the line. I'm totally on commentary for that.
Should be a fun set of races. Well, again, TG, congratulations on beating quite the troll of a seed. I have no further questions, so I just want to say have a good evening. Well done on the win. And as you like to say, keep hailing.
Keep hailing? Thanks for doing the race, Laz. Have a good night, everyone.
Yep, you betcha. All right, so with that is going to wrap up our coverage here on Speed Gaming 3 tonight. Make sure you give both of our runners, TGE and Enamel, a follow. Also, for our tracker tonight, Stone1, thank you so very much for tracking this race this evening. And for everybody here on Speed Gaming 3 and all the Speed Gaming family of networks, please make sure you give all of the Speed Gaming networks 1 through 6, including all of our foreign language coverage Speed Gaming networks as well. Give them a follow as well. They do a tremendous job bringing all these exciting races for you day in and day out. So before I leave you, let's take a look at what we have on the docket tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow we have 5 races currently slated. The 1st of October, New York Rambler versus Gary and Old Wolf. That's going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Then we have at 10 p.m. Eastern a couple of races. We have Adirondack Rick and Boletta and Fry Teeth versus the Allen Heffley. And at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, Bogey Smalls and Narestra, the third and final game of that best-of-3 matchup. The first 2 races were close and exciting. We will see if we get an encore one more time between those two. And to round out our 5-pack, we have King Doll versus Almighty Bobino, 11 p.m. Eastern. Currently, no stream scheduled for those 5, no channel scheduled for those 5 yet, so please make sure you're looking at the document to find out when those 5 races are going to be. On behalf of everybody tonight here on Speed Gaming 3, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have yourself a great evening. We will see you again tomorrow night. Take care, my friends.